Today we're talking about free money in the way of cash rewards from credit cards. This is a great way to receive some extra money from the money that you're already spending, which will not require a major change of lifestyle. You're already swiping your debit card. Why not swipe your credit card, which can earn you 1 to 5% cash back, and then pay off those purchases with your debit card later. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Patrick Zimmerman. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Like the video if you think this is advantageous information, and leave me a comment knowing what type of credit cards you currently have or ones that you'll look into for the future.
Skies are clearing out.
Last week I did a video on secured credit cards. This is when the credit card company requires a security deposit from you in order to open a line of credit. This is generally for people with lower credit scores below 600. The cards we're talking about today require no security deposit. In order to get accepted for these, you'll generally want your credit score above 630 before you apply. The first card we'll be talking about today is the Capital One Quicksilver Cash Rewards card. This card has an APR range of 15.49 to 25.49%. The APR is the annual percentage rate, which is essentially the interest rate you will be paying on the credit that you've spent if you've missed a payment. This card allows you to earn unlimited cash back. Some cards out there you'll see will only allow you to earn cash back on up to $1,000 a quarter. This card has no cap. Capital One Quicksilver Cash Rewards is offering 1.5% cash back on all purchases. Another benefit of having this card would be that they offer you a $150 bonus if you spend up to $500 in the first 3 months of account open. The next card is the Citi Double Cash card. This is one that I use myself and I brought up in the secured credit card video. The Citi Double Cash card has a 13.99 to 23.99% APR range. The reason the credit card companies offer that range is because they will feel more confident if someone applies with a credit score of 750 rather than someone applying with a credit score of 615. If you have a lower credit score, they're going to up your APR to try to get you to be more aware about those payments. And additionally, someone who has a history of missing payments, then the lender wants to charge them more interest to try to increase their profit margins. This is one of my favorite cards because it earns 2% cash back on all purchases. The way Citi rewards you with that cash back is by giving you 1% cash back when you buy an item. If you buy an item for $100 with this card, you'll earn $1 in cash back rewards. Likewise, when you go pay that $100 credit borrowed off, then they will give you the other 1% cash back, totaling 2%. Another reason I like this card, and you'll see this in the next card we talk about, is that you get 2% back on all purchases no matter what time of the year it is. The third card we're talking about today is the Discover It Cashback card. I recommend you look into some of the different Discover cards because oftentimes they'll offer a cashback match for all rewards earned in the first year. That is a bonus of this card. If you earn $100 cashback rewards in the first year that you have the card, then they will match that and credit you another $100. The Discover It Cashback card has an annual percentage rate of 11.99 to 22.99%. This is the lowest on the list that we've discussed as of yet, so keep that in mind if you need a credit card, yet you've struggled with making your payments in the past. This card's a little bit different than the last two that we've discussed because instead of offering a flat cashback rate, either 1.5% or 2% for all purchases, this card offers you the ability to earn 5% cashback on rolling quarterly categories. Additionally, all other purchases in that quarter, which do not fit into the specified 5% category, still earn 1% cash back. An example of this would be for the first quarter of the year, January to the end of March, you will earn 5% cash back when you use this card at gas stations. The next quarter might be for grocery stores, the third quarter, Amazon purchases. It's really up to the lender which categories they allow per quarter. It's also important to note that just because the fourth quarter of 2020 earns you 5% cash back at gas stations, that does not necessarily mean that the fourth quarter of 2021 will earn you 5% cash back at gas stations. I don't really like the credit cards that offer the 5% quarterly rolling categories. I think it encourages people, at least on a psychological level, to attempt to take advantage of this 5% cash back. Many times in that case, they'll go out of their way to use their credit card for purchases that they may not have even normally made with their debit card. This doesn't necessarily seem like a problem, as many of us believe that we're responsible enough to make all of our payments on time. When those credit card purchases start stacking up and you begin to dig yourself into a hole, it can become an issue really quick and start snowballing out of control. When I use my credit card, to ensure that I never rack up too much money borrowed, I only use it at gas stations. I found this to be very helpful to me because it allows me to keep all my monthly payments at a manageable amount. One good strategy of the 5% cash back on a quarterly rolling category would be to figure out at the beginning of the year, because as I mentioned earlier, these rolling categories will change year to year, but find out which quarter is paying 5% back for gas stations. And then for those 3 months, whenever you go to the gas station, you'll use your card, which earns you 5% cash back. For the remaining 9 months of the year, you'll use maybe your Citi Double Cash card, which earns you 2% cash back. That way you're kind of getting the best of both worlds. You're earning that 5% cash back, but you're not encouraging yourself to go out of your way to spend money on the credit card. And additionally, for the other 9 months of the year, you're avoiding that lower cashback reward percentage of 1%, and you're taking advantage of another card which gives you 2%. I know I only said we're talking about 3 cards today, but I wanted to include this one as an added bonus. It's not similar to the other cards because this is a secured credit card, which requires a security deposit, as I explained in the beginning of the video. If you would like more information on secured credit cards, I will link that video on top of the screen as well as down in the description. This card is the Discover It secured credit card. I did not include the APR because I generally don't worry about this when looking into secured credit cards, as you're giving the company a security deposit, so if you miss a payment, they're going to draw from that security deposit instead of charging you additional interest. This is my favorite secured credit card because you earn 2% cash back at all restaurants and gas stations on up to $1,000 in quarterly purchases. All other purchases, whether it be from an online store, or maybe you had to buy books for school, you'll earn 1% cash back on those. Similar to the last Discover card we talked about, this card also gives you that cashback rewards match at the end of the first year, depending on how many rewards you've racked up at that point in time. I know I've made this point before in the video, but I want to reiterate it because it's incredibly important. Only make purchases with your credit card if you already have the money to pay them off. It's easier said than done to stay on top of the payments, and some of these cards charge APRs up to 25%, which can stack up a large amount of interest in a short amount of time. We're talking about these cards so you can take advantage of receiving free money, not so the credit card company can benefit off missed payments, in which case you did yourself no favors of opening up the line of credit in the first place. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you have any additional questions about credit scores or credit cards, or if there's a card you would like me to do a more in-depth review on, let me know down in the comments below. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see my videos in the future about simple ways to earn some extra money. If you have yet to build up your credit score, or maybe your credit score is poor for whatever reason, check out my video on secured credit cards. That's one of the best strategies and safest bets on how to quickly increase your credit score. As always, I'm Patrick Zimmerman. Thank you for your time and enjoy the rest of your day.